Okay, everybody, welcome back to part 14 of my Great Plains J-3 Cub build. Currently, I'm waiting for the graphics from Callie to get here. She said about a month for custom orders, so it's been a week, so we've got a few more weeks to go yet. But I was attempting to build some scale jugs for this thing. Then I was surfing around on the internet and I came across this Continental 65 dummy engine kit. They make it for several different scales, 1/5, 1/6, 1/5, 1/4, and 1/3. I ordered the 1/5 scale kit because that's going to closely match what I've got going on over there. But anyway, this is really cool. There's a lot of detail in this thing. Let me show you what we got going on here. So we're going to build up the jugs layer by layer using this laser cut balsa, or ply actually. Even shows you how to make the stacks. It came with the valve covers. It came with the templates for actually cutting the holes on the side of your cowl. As you can see here, there's a different circle for each scale. Again, we'll be using the 1/5 scale if I don't make my own template. And then we have templates for making the shrouds that cover the cylinder heads for cooling. This is an air-cooled engine. And they threw in some extra stuff here. I don't think this is included in the kit, but it shows you how to make a scale spark plug wire, which is really cool. I've got some time, so I figured I'd work on this a little bit. So again, it comes with all this nice little packet of laser cut parts and a bunch of little hardware. A lot of pieces to this thing, which is okay because I'm going to need to add some weight up front anyway, so this will add a little bit of that for me. And here is the plastic valve covers. And it even came with this really cool little gauge for, I don't know if I'll need this building this kit, but I'll be able to use this on a lot of different things. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm going to unpack this bag here, see what we got going on, get a few pieces inventoried, and I will get right back to you. Okay, and we are back. I got that parts packet opened up and laid out to see what we have here. A lot of parts. Each one of these sheets is for one jug. The Continental 65 was a 4-cylinder, so there's 4 of them. We've got to pop out all the parts and glue them in. Then each side has a base for 2 of the cylinders. Here again is the valve covers. There's a tool here for lining it up in the plane. It shows you where the prop hub goes, so you'll know how far back to place the engine. Got some, I believe these are the manifold pieces, and a bunch of other pieces. I think these might be for the spark plug wires. Haven't really looked specifically at those directions yet. And there's a couple of assembly tools here. There's a piece for lining up the exhaust manifolds, and we'll find out what that is a little bit later. So I'm going to go ahead and start punching some of these parts out and see if we can get this thing going. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back again. I got all those sheets, all the parts from the sheets popped out, and I kept them separate. I took 4 of my empty parts bins here, took them out, and we'll keep them separate. I'm going to build all these at the same time. So one part from here, one from here, one from here, etc., etc. I was going to go ahead and sand all the little nubs from the laser cut, but I think I'll just do that as I go along, one piece at a time. get kind of boring. There's a lot of parts here to be doing all at once. So we'll do that. We'll do them as we go along. So let me see what's going to be first here, and I will get right back to you. Okay, something I wanted to show you real quick before we start really going at this thing and gluing things in. Of course, these little dowels are how we will line everything up on top of each other. The one thing I'm thinking ahead here, and I don't want to glue these dowels into this base plate just yet, because I'm not sure how the length is going to end up on these things. So it's possible I might have to cut, remove some of the first pieces of the stack to get it to fit into the cowl properly. I'm not sure if these will be too long or not. So I might have to take the first couple layers off. So because of that, I'm not going to be gluing the base in permanently just yet. I'm going to wait and see how long they are after we get them all assembled, and then custom fit if I need to. So let's get this thing going. Okay, and we're back. We got the cylinders all built up. We're getting ready to start on the heads now. Couple things I wanted to point out. These pieces fit onto these dowels very, very snugly. So you will need a little needle file here to file out the holes a little bit to get them to fit in there better. But it went pretty good. None of these pieces are glued together. They fit on here very snugly. So what I'll do is I'll end up gluing the bottom one and then the top one, and that'll hold everything together. But as it stands right now, this is not coming apart. There's no way. So again, a little bit of glue on the bottom one eventually, and then the last piece to hold everything in. So right now I'm going to continue on building this thing up, and we'll see what we end up with. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. It's actually been a couple of days now since I started this. I had to work a couple of days, and now I seem to have caught a touch of a cold, so please bear with me, and we'll see about continuing with this. Okay, there was an issue. There's 30 pieces that stack up here to form the cylinders and the heads. But piece number 30, which caps these off, was missing from the kit. So I wrote an email to the manufacturer, and a gentleman named John replied and was very apologetic, and he put those pieces in the mail for me. Hopefully they'll be here today, but I'm not sure. I could make those pieces, but since they're mailing them to me right away, I figure I'll just wait for them. So that's where we're at. I'm going to continue now working on the valve covers. They recommend that you fill these with some wood filler to firm them up so they can't get punched in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll get the wood filler in there, let it dry, and then I'll get these painted. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a silver/chrome look or go with the continued black look. We'll see. I'll figure that out here in a second, and
we'll see what it come up with. So I will work on this a little bit more and be right back with you. Okay, we're back. I just went and checked the mailbox, and the parts I was waiting on are here. So kudos to Top Notch Products in Tennessee for a super fast response on making this right and keeping me on schedule here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting these parts ready and continue on. Okay, and we are back, and we are just about done. There's still a few things I have to do. I had made the spark plug wires, but I didn't like the way they turned out, so I'm going to make another set. And then the intake and the exhaust manifolds, you can even see where the brackets go in there. It's really cool. Out of these pieces here, they have to be glued together and painted. But those I won't install until after the stacks are installed into the cowl, because I have a feeling I have to really fiddle with it if these are hanging off the edge and I'm trying to get it through there. So I'll do that a little bit later, and I want to leave something for the final reveal. So when we come back for the final reveal, you'll see the spark plug wires and the manifolds all installed. But that's what we got. It looks pretty good. So yeah, I really like this kit. I'm going to go and see if these guys have anything else interesting to look at and put together, and we will see what we come up with. But as I said, the bottom pieces aren't glued in yet, in case I need to make this jugs a little shorter to adjust for the proper scale. These are 1/5 scale, and my plane is 1/5 scale, so I'm hoping everything works out good. But we'll see if we have to make any tweaks. So yeah, that's going to be about it for now. I want to go ahead and get this video up. Starting to work tomorrow for 5 days, so I won't have a chance to do anything until next Thursday. So I wanted to get this done. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you joining in on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.